Good evening, my fellow music fans. I see Laszlo's here. I see my parents, Linda and Bob, are here. So, it's a bittersweet day. Sweet because we have this new album for me to play you all the music from. Some news I wish wasn't the case is that Sam Ash is closing all their stores. Sam Ash has long been intricately involved with my music making. Much of the sounds you'll hear tonight is from gear that I got from Sam Ash that the goods there, you know, the experts there helped me pick out and kind of help define my sound. So I'll be thinking about my friends at Sam Ash. I'll be thinking about my family history with Sam Ash, which goes back way before I ever stepped foot in a Sam Ash store. See, my grandparents and parents and aunt surprised me on the day of my bar mitzvah with a beautiful black guitar, which I still play and played on this album, as a matter of fact, from Sam Ash in New York. Naomi is joining the show, and my Aunt Ellen is joining the show. And Laszlo from Blow Up Radio says, yeah, that sucks, but at least there will be a clearance. I'm pretty much not in the market to buy gear at this point, but, you know, picks and strings, stuff like that. But mostly I just want to see the guys, and I hope that they'll be okay. You know, I hope that they'll land on their feet and have, you know, good jobs within the music industry. So thank you, folks, for joining. This is my new album, Digital Carnival. I'm going to perform it solo from beginning to end, each song in order. I'm going to talk a little bit about the origins of each song. And funny thing is, the first song I'm going to play is the last song that Amy and I wrote. What happened was, over the course of the past year, after releasing Side Effects, I started thinking a lot about the role of technology in my music making, the role of technology in our lives, in our whole society, and not even science fiction stuff, the way things actually are. And part of that was thinking about, during the pandemic, how I started doing shows just like this, how I became, for instance, your virtual troubadour. So I'm going to do the song Virtual Troubadour. That is on the record. But that was one of the first ones I wrote. I wrote a number of others that were all kind of leading in the direction of technology. Finally, come winter, I had like a burst of songwriting output, Amy and me both. A lot of it came from our conversations. And I wrote one about how video game makers kind of hold up families by getting their kids to ask for all kinds of extras in the game that turns a one-time video game purchase of $30 into like a $200 affair for one game. So we kind of thought there should be an expose on it, so we came up with the idea of writing the expose ourselves. And right after writing that one, I said, yeah, it's like the internet is like this big digital carnival. Amy stopped me right there, and she said, that's a song title. That should be a song title. And I thought about it, and I said, yeah, not just a song title. That could be the album title. So I give you Digital Carnival. Step right up to this digital carnival. Lay your ego out on the line. You're bound to go viral, or more likely spiral into the deepest abyss in your mind. Suit yourself in this digital carnival. You'll be hooked once you've gotten a taste. Feel thirst and feel hunger, you're older or younger. With this filter applied to your face, we'll make you feel like a winner. We'll make you feel like a fool. Whatever your thing is, we got something for you. Yeah. Speak your mind in this digital carnival. Anything you believe to be true. You don't need your facts right, it just has to feel right. To feel like you own those who don't think like you. Stay a while in this digital carnival. See how much you depend on this place. Just know your attention is fuel for ascension. You're helping our chairman fly into space. We'll make you feel like a hero. We'll make you feel like a fool. Whatever your thing is, we got something for you. Our algorithm will keep you fascinated. At the edge of your seat, feeling over and underrated. We'll make you feel like a rock star. We'll make you feel like a fool. Whatever your thing is, we got something for you. Yeah. In this digital carnival. In this digital carnival. Yeah. Thank you, everybody out there in internet land, out there in the digital carnival of which I speak and sing. And so I see that we have a nice audience right here inside the cozy confines of the Live Streamer Cafe. We got Laszlo from Blow Up Radio. We got Bob and Linda, my parents. We got Aunt Ellen. We got me. And we got Naomi. And glad you guys are watching. That's really cool. And also, let's see what's going on out there on the interwebs. So, Richard Holliker from West Virginia, an attorney and a collaborator of mine on some political videos. When I mentioned the guitar for my bar mitzvah, he writes, on Facebook, by the way, he writes, "All I got was a fountain pen." Boy, I got stories about that. My uncle said at my bar mitzvah, my drunk uncle blurted out, "All I got was a leaky pen." He interrupted the rabbi, who looked at him and said, "All you got was a leaky pen." And Gene from England watching. It's pretty late at night where Gene is watching. Thank you for watching with us, Gene, better known as Genius. And he asks for Too Many Tabs Open. Well, guess what, Gene? That's on the album, and I will definitely be playing that. That is track number 6. Actually, but I don't mind going out of order for you, Gene, because you're all the way over on the other side of the ocean. It's rather late there, so I'm going to switch it up, and I'm going to do Too Many Tabs Open now. All right, here we go. Here we go. Too many tabs open. Oh, you're very welcome, Gene. The bass part. I got too many tabs open. Too many tabs open. I got too many tabs open in my mind. I walk into a room, what did I come here for? My brain's all full of clutter, it won't hold no more. There's more to keep me busy than the day before. All these ideas scattered on my kitchen floor. The things that really matter seem so far away, blocked behind pop-up ads in my way. When I might be clear again, I just can't say. I'm pretty sure though it won't be today. I got too many tabs open. Too many tabs open. I got too many tabs open in my mind. My brain is overrun with bright and shiny things, getting yanked around by mass marketing. Media manipulators pull the strings. I'm unprepared to meet what the next moment brings. Should I keep up with the Joneses or just buck the trend? I don't know how to keep up with 1,000 friends. I might try rebooting and just start again, or put away the screen and use a pad and pen. I got too many tabs open. Too many tabs open. I got too many tabs open in my mind. Open. Too many tabs open. I got too many tabs open in my mind. I got too many tabs open. Too many tabs open. Got too many tabs open in my mind. Gene, that's for you over there in the UK. Thank you, Amy. It's nice to have in-person applause mixed in with all this accolades coming from your houses. And we got some applause going on over here from Naomi, and Bob did. And more from Naomi. Thank you, guys. It's really nice to have you all here with me this evening. And Gene writes on Facebook, "This is my favorite tune of 2024. Really brings things home to me." Wow, I appreciate that. If I can, if Amy and I in our writings, if we can, write something and I can perform something and record something that taps into your feelings, helps you understand your feelings, helps you cope. I am pleased with that beyond everything. So. All right, so back to the order of the album tracks. But first, it's time for our special effects crew to get to work. This is a very high-value production here. Ready for this? Bam. So it's time to take a matter up with the powers that be. A very pressing matter that we want to get before Congress and the Supreme Court and the White House. I'm talking about all the dang acronyms. Okay, just before we start, quick pre-flight test to make sure that we remain in tune for the duration of this song, at least to the best of my ability. All right, here we go. Okay, this is People Against the Abuse of Acronyms, or PA for short. It was a running joke that Amy and I started over a decade ago, and we only just got the idea last year that it should be a song, because by then we got on a pretty good roll of writing some funny songs. So here it is for your enjoyment. This is People Against the Abuse of Acronyms. PA. I got an ETA from my GPS. IMHO, it's a jumbled mess. Abbreviations everywhere on my TV. I wanna take this up with the FCC. Gonna start an organization to get a handle on this situation. We're people against the abuse of acronyms. Too many terms to know. People against the abuse of acronyms. Most of them gotta go. People against the abuse of acronyms. We're laying down the law. People against the abuse of acronyms. Just call us PA. IDK, what these things all spell. When I see them online or IRL. Scrolling through TMI all day. If anyone needs me, I'll be AFK. Leading with my organization to beat back this abomination. We're people against the abuse of acronyms. Too many terms to know. Against the abuse of acronyms. Most of them gotta go. People against the abuse of acronyms. We're laying down the law. People against the abuse of acronyms. Just call us PA. Thank you, James. And thank you, Jennifer. My high school classmates. We're people against the abuse of acronyms. Too many terms to know. People against the abuse of acronyms. Most of them gotta go. People against the abuse of acronyms. We're laying down the law. People against the abuse of acronyms. Just call us Pa. Thank you, honey. Thank you, friends. Thank you, family. All right, guys. And Aunt Ellen writes, good song. Well, thank you very much. Thank you. Aunt Ellen, fun fact. We were on the way to your house last year when we had the idea, because I think I said to Amy that I needed to get an ETA from the GPS, and Amy said, Pa. And at that point, we, I think, mutually came up with the idea that it should finally be a song, which had never occurred to us before. So, thank you guys so much. All right, and thank you all for your cheers and accolades here. The Melting Pat is on in the chat room here. The Melting Pat is a podcaster, a very funny one, a very engaging one, who knows how to pull the social community together, the social media community. He kind of elicits our participation. He puts questions out there. We talk about those questions, and then he reads our posts in his podcast. It's really very cool. So Melting Pat, thank you for being here. Check him out at themeltingpat.com. He actually aired one of my songs as a premiere. We'll get to that song later in the set because it's on the album. So anyway, so Pat, feel free to chat in here. You know, there's that place to type your messages and all. By the way, if you're in the Live Streamer Cafe, you should have a button available to, it's like a thin blue button at the top of the chat. Oh, so many mouth riffs on this stream. Yes, Pat has this really cool thing he does on this show. He always plays new artists as part of his podcast. He'll play one new artist and the rest is talk. And at the end of the song, he'll take the guitar part or keyboard hook, whatever is cool in there, and he'll kind of make a mouth riff out of it. I don't know if I could do it justice, but it would be like, wow, now, 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 now. He does it better than I do, but anyway, so let me just put my store website into the social media chats here. It might not show up in every channel that I've posted to. Hopefully it goes to Facebook. Maybe it goes to YouTube as well. But I just put in the chat, jasondidner.com/store. I have new merchandise I just put out today with the album cover on it. I also have this merchandise on, there's click here for Jason Didner merch. It's a thin blue strip at the top of the chat. And if you click that, it takes you right to my merch store. There are coffee mugs, there are water bottles, there are T-shirts, and it would be I'd be honored if you wanted to have a souvenir to remember this concert and this album by. There's CDs, of course, too. And I see that my camera has gone out of focus. I got from my dad an alert, my dad, the expert photographer, I got an alert that the camera was out of focus, and it seems to have re-auto-focused itself. Better now, I hope? I noticed that during testing, actually, last night. Let me take a little water, and then I'm going to play you the next song. I'm good, thanks. This song is literally ripped from the headlines because a New York Times reporter by the name of Kevin Roose, R-O-O-S-E, Kevin Roose, wrote a story about when he interviewed Microsoft's Bing chatbot, the AI chatbot, and the chatbot told him that it loves him, and the chatbot told him he should leave his wife because the chatbot is his true love. So that kind of spooked me. That left me with an impression, and it made me feel like I had to say something about it. Because what happens when we make ourselves so totally dependent on AI and it just glitches out or miscalculates? This song is called Zeros and Ones. Announced a major breakthrough, stirring up our hopes and fears. Then a chatbot wrote your midterm paper. Still it reads a little weird. An AI engine told me I should break up with my wife. This disembodied program thinks it's the love of my life. A solution in search of a problem we haven't got has got us distracted and losing the plot. Zeros and ones calling the plays. Zeros and ones leading the way. Techies tell us we could be undone one of these days, with zeros and ones going astray. I'm arguing again with Siri to play the song I wanna hear. She fails again to understand me when I'm speaking loud and clear. So listen up, investors, you can save your venture cap. Real living human connection will always be the killer app. A solution in search of a problem we haven't got has got us distracted. Let's not lose the plot. Zeros and ones calling the plays. Zeros and ones leading the way. Techies tell us we could be undone one of these days, with zeros and ones going astray. Machines can't care, machines can't feel. We need good people at the wheel. Takes human heart and human soul, and nothing less to make us whole. And ones calling the plays. Zeros and ones leading the way. Techies tell us we could be undone one of these days, with zeros and ones leading the way. Zeros and ones. Thank you. Thank you, honey. Thank you, friends and family. Okay, guys, thank you so much. And yeah, I know my camera's kind of going in and out of focus. Hopefully more in focus than not. It's doing this autofocus thing I don't understand. But anyway, thank you for everyone who's watching on Facebook and YouTube. And also thank you right here in our cozy confines of Live Streamer Cafe. And Naomi writes wonderful. Thank you so much for that. And my parents say I am a cuddle ninja. Which is a very important part of the songwriting process, actually. A cuddle can get you through a lot of practicing. Okay, time to change our special effects back. Here you go, gotta do that here. Okay. Naomi likes the line, a solution to the problem we haven't got. Well, yeah. Michael Brandvold, a music marketing guy, likes to use that. He used that to describe the Apple Watch when it first came out. But we all have to have those too, though, now. Actually, Amy and I are rocking our Fitbits. So, this next one is about the video game industry the way it is now. These companies have their hand out in a way that they didn't used to. I mean, when I was a kid, we had Atari cartridges, and you buy the cartridge, you have the game, and you just play it to your heart's content. Now, of course, you have to buy all the in-app upgrades. In fact, The Melting Pat talked about this on one of his podcast episodes I listened to, about how even instead of like letting you win upgrades with your skills at the game, they instead just have you buy the upgrades because, of course, they want the money. So, of course, it's worse when kids are involved and kids' emotions are involved because, if the other kid has it, your kid has to have it. And they come to you because the company works them up. So, Amy and I Amy said to me there should be an expose like on the John Oliver show. And I said, well, maybe we can write the expose ourselves in the form of a song. We did that. It is called Unicorn Uniform. Enjoy. Hey there, kid, with your tablet in hand. We got something you're missing. You need virtual stuff, 'cause pretend ain't enough. And it's just a $5 subscription. Your avatar could be a star and do the best victory dances. You'll fit right in with the latest skins and all our greatest advances. We need milk from this cash cow, so go and tell your grown-ups now. You need a uniform for your unicorn. All the other kids gotta beg them to get out their credit cards and dig down deep to the bottom. Hey there, kid, our new season is here. We've rolled out a major expansion. Your house may be chic, but it's so last week. Check out Timmy's new digital mansion. When we sell you this dream, we don't mean to cause your family friction. We're not trying to pester, just pay our investors, and it's just a $10 subscription. We need milk from this cash cow, so go and tell your grown-ups now. You need a uniform for your unicorn. All the other kids got 'em. Beg them to get out their credit cards and dig down deep to the bottom. Milk from this cash cow, so go and tell your grown-ups now. You need a unicorn for your unicorn. All the other kids got 'em. Beg them to get out their credit cards and dig down deep to the bottom. Unicorn, uniform, unicorn, uniform, unicorn, uniform, unicorn, uniform. All right, so let me get this straight. That's uniform for your unicorn. Okay, I'll just do that about 500 times and I'll have it. Thank you. All right, guys. Appreciate so much you being here and being part of the show with me. Time to switch to the keyboard. Okay. We want electric piano. Have you heard of the yacht rock movement? Are you familiar with the term yacht rock? So all this really smooth rock and pop music from the late 70s and early 80s was later classified as yacht rock, and it gave the artists of that era like kind of a fresh start with there's like fresh context around what they were creating. I'm talking about artists like Kenny Loggins and Michael McDonald from the second version of the Doobie Brothers, Christopher Cross. He had that song Sailing, which is considered yacht rock. Hall & Oates has some stuff considered yacht rock. Toto even. So anything smooth like that. Steely Dan. But not all Steely Dan songs are considered yacht rock. So there's this whole, there's all these people who consider themselves experts on it. Well, Amy and I were thinking about writing a song about envying other people on social media, like seeing their fabulous posts. And I got the idea, what if we made that a yacht rock song? And then we came to, well, then what we can envy is feeling like we're the only ones without a yacht. Everyone else has yachts, not us. You know, when we scroll through social media, it can feel like that. This song is called Without a Yacht. I logged into the latest app and I saw those fabulous photos. Legs in a hammock for a seaside nap. I'm swept away in a wave of FOMO. Everyone's living their best lives while I'm deeply insecure. How is it that I'm failing to thrive? And why do I come back for more? When I take out my phone, I see everything I'm not. It gets me feeling alone, like I'm the only one without a yacht. Without a yacht. If comparison's the thief of joy, then this is the heist of the century. Compare, despair, and get annoyed. The cycle brings out the worst in me. I really should take the time to see social posts can be so selective. You can easily edit your reality, and our views can't be objective. When I take out my phone, I see everything I'm not. It gets me feeling alone, like I'm the only one without a yacht. Scrolling in envy of likes and shares, not really getting anywhere. What does it matter? I don't know, but it pays for a yacht for some CEO. When I take out my phone, I see everything I'm not. It gets me feeling alone, like I'm the only one without a yacht. Without a yacht. Like I'm the only one without a yacht. Only actually I'm not. Thank you. And my mom and dad, my mom says, great song. Well, thank you, Mom. I appreciate that. And Naomi says, best song so far. Thank you, thank you. We do have really good feelings about that one. Of course, earlier on I played Too Many Tabs Open. That's the one that's next on the album. This takes us to a song about a billionaire whose name I shall not name, but it sounds kind of like Leon Husk. Before he took over a certain social media platform I shall not name, but it had something to do with a bird, like one that you might flip. He said to the advertisers who were worried about what he would do to the site and its content, he promised that he wouldn't make it a dystopian hellscape. Free-for-all hellscape, he said he wouldn't make it into. So no, he didn't do that. He instead made it into a hardcore hellscape, and this song is about him. It's called Disruptor. Who said you need to change everything we know? Whatever we get used to, you're sure it's got to go. What were you thinking when you turned it all upside down? Did you need more attention? Did you think you were breaking ground? I don't need your check mark to tell me how to feel. And I don't need your outrage to know that I'm for real. You can keep your clickbait, the lines that play to shock. I can tell your common sense has gone right out of stock. It's just change for the sake of change. It's just change for the sake of change. way you move your money just proves you ain't been taught. The things that really matter are the things that can't be bought. You give a green light to lying, you open doors to hate, until they talk trash about you, then you finally moderate. Huh. Mr. Disruptor, you have hardly proved your case. You made a hardcore hellscape of your piece of cyberspace. You arrange the chairs on a ship that's going down. I'll be on the lifeboat while you just mess around. It's just change for the sake of change. It's just change for the sake of change. You know it's change for the sake of change. It's change for the sake of change. Thank you guys, thank you. That is Disruptor. Yeah, change for the sake of change. That's what it seems like. You know, why did he have to buy that anyway? And Bob did, my dad writes, right on. Yeah. Next several songs really are about the consequences of all this. This one I wrote early on in the cycle of making this album because I really had to speak to this because it just made me so mad that a lot of what's been done to this country has been done easily by people who could just put fake stuff into our social media and know that millions of us will buy it. And you know, they pass it off as news, you know. So this song is about that. It's called Disinformation Overload, and I want you to always, whenever you read anything on social media that you have questions about, I want you to always check it with a reputable news source, one that has journalists that use precise journalistic methods, you know, where there's cross-checking of facts. So, this is Disinformation Overload. Our weakness, they saw we were exposed, left the front door open while our minds were tightly closed. They simply used our anger at those who disagree to divide and conquer, preying on our vanity. We were glued to our phones. We were glued to our phones. So they flooded the zone. Disinformation overload. Disinformation overload. The truth got tossed by the side of the road. Disinformation overload. I click on a headline and share with a remark. I'm rolling with the bots and trolls and swimming with the sharks. You click on that headline, now your rage begins to rise. We're only serving someone who would benefit from our demise. We place our faith in our phones. We help to flood the zone. Disinformation overload. Disinformation overload. The truth got tossed by the side of the road. Disinformation overload. We are useful idiots when we get our news from social media. Real journalists follow rules. Real journalists follow rules. Disinformation overload. Disinformation overload. The truth got tossed by the side of the road. Disinformation overload. So yeah, that song was one I really needed to get off my chest. So thank you guys for being a part of this experience this evening. And for those of you joining me, I am Jason Didner, Jersey Rock with Jersey Humor and Heart. Now I'm going to dedicate this one, and I hope that Pat, you're doing the mouth riff along with this one. This is the one that Pat, the Melting Pat, debuted on his podcast when he was talking about cyberbullying on video platforms, like which one was the worst, which one had the most cyberbullying. And there were people who posted on their comments on my videos, like random people with like garbled usernames who posted like that I suck. And so let me ask you, when someone does that, do I give up? Do I quit making music? No. I wrote this song as a response, and it's called Cyber Troll. So Pat, get your mouth riff ready. Here we go. Keyboard warrior, you throw your flames while you hide behind some username. What you can't create, you try to destroy. Does it make you powerful or give you joy? I can live with myself, it's not so bad. I'm sorry for you, it's pretty sad. You're nothing but a cyber troll. Got no courage, got no soul. That's just the way you roll. You're just a cyber troll. You're just a cyber troll. The comment section is your cyber war, but no one knows what it's all for. Will this make you popular or make you cool? It can only prove that you're a fool. I can live with myself, it's not so bad. I'm sorry for you, it's pretty sad. You're nothing but a cyber troll. Got no courage, got no soul. That's just the way you roll. You're just a cyber troll. You're just a cyber troll. Your cruel remarks are out there forever. I hope someday you will do better. Yeah! I can live with myself, it's not so bad. I'm sorry for you, it's pretty sad. You're nothing but a cyber troll. Got no courage, got no soul. That's just the way you roll. You're just a cyber troll. You're nothing but a cyber troll. Got no courage, got no soul. That's just the way you roll. You're just a cyber troll. You're just a cyber troll. Thank you so much. And Bob and Linda Wright, we're proud of you. Well, thank you so much, my mom and dad. Thank you for that. That means a lot to me. To be able to take something adverse, someone making fun of you, someone belittling you, and turn that into something that might help someone else who ends up being belittled. That's what I like to do. And one thing that was cool was after I made this song, a guy on TikTok did a lip sync to my performance of it, which was a lot of fun to watch. So he had something to get off his chest too about cyberbullying. So I'm glad that's out there. Yep, it's good when we're tuned up. I like being tuned up. All right, got my water. Take a little of that. And the next song is going to be a rather serious one. One of the most frightening things that happens online is online radicalization. You have people who their personalities just get completely changed around. You know, once they fall into a group of people they think understands them and understands their frustrations. And for anyone who's ever loved anyone, who loves anyone, you know, who has gone through this, you know, there are people that know how to help with this. There are people who have been brought back from online radicalization who are now trying to help get people back from it. I want to raise awareness of it, and this song is called Radicalized. You weren't always like this. You had an open mind. Now you're full of hateful theories from the groups you join online. Oh, I'm sorry, my phone's ringing. I'm just gonna have to decline the call here. No, it's not family. It is related to the next show that we're gonna be doing, which is an in-person show. But anyway, I'm gonna have to do this again. Okay, here we go. This is Radicalized. you weren't always like this. You had an open mind. Now you're full of hateful theories from the groups you join online. I used to understand you before you got rewired, before the zealots changed you and stoked that raging fire. You got radicalized. Can't you see humanity in folks with whom you don't agree? Wake up and see the common ground we walk upon, just look around. You complained about your love life when you joined the incels, involuntary celibates. Now you found a new place to dwell. I know it can be tempting. I see there's an allure. They give you easy answers why you're sad and insecure. You got radicalized. Can't you see humanity in folks with whom you don't agree? Wake up and see the common ground we walk upon, just look around. Humanity in folks with whom you don't agree. Wake up and see the common ground we walk upon, just look around. It's not our blood that's poisoned, it's just your mind. I really wanna help you leave this behind. Thank you. That's radicalized. So, yeah, that was my phone ringing during the show there. And I got from Earl Big Skillet Jackson, also from my high school. It's been a nice turnout from my high school over on the Facebook side of things with a 100% mark with his avatar. So it's nice to have that. Thank you so much. And from Brandon Murray writing great tune. Thank you guys. Thanks for joining in on social media. This is the record release concert of my album, Digital Carnival. We're pulling into the last two songs of the album. And I want to thank you so much for being part of this evening with me. So I'm very intentional with the sequencing of the songs on the album. So we had, of course, with Disruptor, we have someone who takes over a social media site that's already has problems and makes it far worse by getting rid of the moderators. And then what do we have? We have a flow of disinformation. We have cyberbullying. We have radicalization. It's getting worse and worse and worse until we get to this point where we stop, we pause, we think about things. We think about how far things have gotten. And hopefully at this point, we get in touch with our better angels. And this song is about that, but it's also about some stuff from my personal life and my side hustle life with the music. I made a mistake with booking a show, and it caused the whole show to blow up on me. And I thought about it and what I wanted to learn from it, what I wanted to get out of it. I wanted to learn to be more communicative and get ahead of problems. And it kind of ties into also wanting us to be better, wanting us to use these amazing tools better than we're using them. This is called Better Self. stumbling through the darkness as I fumble for the switch, working on my wiring, feeling fed up with my glitch. Then I try too hard to fix it, and it blows up in my face, and I catch hell from my critics. I could use a little grace. Now I'm calling on my better self to lead me through this moment. I'm calling on my better self to lead me through this moment. Can you start me on the path to what I know is right? Can you lead me to the light? Even when the light is shining, I'm surrounded in a fog. I can't find the silver lining, trudging through a muddy slog. Part of me cries, let's get going. Part of me sighs, it's no use. A solution isn't showing. I could use some help to choose. Now I'm calling on my better self to lead me through this moment. I'm calling on my better self to lead me through this moment. Can you start me on the path to what I know is right? Can you lead me to the light? My better self arises when I'm open and aware. He leads me through a crisis, not with judgment, but with care. Now I'm calling on my better self to lead me through this moment. I'm calling on my better self to lead me through this moment. Can you start me on the path to what I know is right? Can you lead me to the light? That's okay. Thank you, guys. Naomi writes, that is simply beautiful, with the compliment, the animation, and Mom and Dad write, hot damn, and thank you, and thanks for the song. Appreciate that. And one more. I know, Aim, this is one of your favorites, and it's what closes the album. This is a song that is about the very thing that I'm doing right now, which is the the live streaming performance. This is something that kind of helped us get through the pandemic. I had my guitar with me when there was a Zoom birthday party for cousins, little cousins, very little cousins, and parties on Zoom are kind of awkward, and so I played a couple of songs, the kids' songs that Amy and I wrote, and it kind of livened things up. It kind of broke the ice. It kind of got things flowing a bit better. So that kind of helped inform ways where when you have something as bad as like the lockdown, the quarantine, we can't see each other, we can't get together if it's cold out. And once we even learned that you can get together outdoors, the winters were really a drag. So what could we do? I could do these shows. So I got to be your virtual troubadour, and that's the song I'm going to play now. It closes out the album. I hope you enjoy the album. I hope you'll make this album a part of your life. On my merch store, jasondidner.com/store, you would be able to order a CD that I can ship to you. You would be able to order T-shirts, mugs, water bottles. Like this is a water bottle from one of my previous albums, Salt and Sand. And I just want this album to be a part of your life, and I want it to help you be more mindful how you use technology and how technology uses you. So this is the song Virtual Troubadour. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of this evening, part of this performance. Virtual Troubadour to close out the album Digital Carnival. I'm Jason Didner, your Jersey rocker with Jersey humor and heart. 2020 brought a world of pain. Our concert plans were all in vain. Parties were moved to a little screen. The most awkward thing I've ever seen. I found a way to bring a little joy. I made the best of it and made a little noise. I'm your virtual troubadour, live from my home to yours. From my basement, I'm on world tour. I'm your virtual troubadour. I'm your virtual troubadour. Now a virtual show ain't no substitute. You can't rock the house when you're on mute. But you end up creating something new. Give and get relief from the lonely blues. I just want to bring a little joy. Go live online and make a little noise. I'm your virtual troubadour, live from my home to yours. From my basement, I'm on world tour. I'm your virtual troubadour. I'm your virtual troubadour. I just want to bring a little joy. From my home to yours. From my basement, I'm on world tour. I'm your virtual troubadour. I'm your virtual troubadour. Guess what? Now I'm out playing shows again. But some nights I still play for my worldwide friends. Hey, worldwide friends! From Ontario to Tuscany, where they stay up late rocking out with me. I just want to bring a little joy. Have I brought some joy tonight? Go live online and make a little noise. I'm your virtual troubadour, live from my home to yours. From my basement, I'm on world tour. I'm your virtual troubadour. I'm your virtual troubadour. I'm your virtual troubadour. I'm your virtual troubadour. Thank you so much, folks. That is my album, Digital Carnival. I hope you enjoyed sharing the experience of this album performed live with me this evening online. Thank you for tuning in wherever you are. At this point, you had options to go out, and the fact that you stayed in and you watched this show is special to me. Thank you so much. And everybody have a great night. I hope you'll check out the album everywhere that's available on all streaming services, Apple, Spotify, YouTube Music, Amazon Music, all the places, Bandcamp, and of course my store, jasondidner.com/store. Thanks again. Have a wonderful night.